Hi, this is Paul from globaltradingsoftware.com, and this is a oil trading tutorial. Going short oil yesterday. This actually happened in our free trade room live on our YouTube channel with Mike, one of our super users. It's free, and I just want to go through a couple of different ways you could have got in this oil using our indicator suites and looking at the time of the day and all that sort of thing. So most of the guys on the trade room, they did a 1 minute entry or used this 6-star sell on the 5 minute. For me, I was more aggressive, and it's something I've been trying to teach. And I've been using the range, the opening range for the oil pit. You can see the gold pit open here. You can see the New York Stock Exchange open here. This is the 5 minute chart. Where we've got the blue lines here on this candle, this was the opening range for oil, that first 5 minutes after the oil pit opened. Now, when we look left, we can see these European highs. There's the European gold pit open, there's the London Stock Exchange open. We've got some highs here on there, and we use that as a sort of resistance zone when we're going towards the US Open here. So, and then we've got to look at, you know, previous support here, and you know, these are short-term support and resistance. You've got to go a long way back, you know, for those to really take hold there. But they're always something that will help you manage the trade. But the main thing for me is there's some major resistance from the European highs on oil, and that would stop me going long, breaking the range to the upside, because we've got this resistance. Now, there's more room down to the downside for that range break, and that range break was around about 73.07, 73.06, something like that. The more conservative entry was to wait for the 6-star sell, which was here at 72.89. But then everything becomes the same. So yes, I was aggressive. I used that opening range breakout, but in the trade room, both on the 5 and the 1 minute, there were 6-star sell signals. We have the sell candle here, the signal candle 6-star. We already have the divergence cloud forming for that confirmation, and it's just basically go. So if you were not to be, I'm just going to leave that on there a second. I'm going to draw another one on there for the 6-star sell here. Make that a little bit bigger, and then make that cyan, because I'm going to go to the 1 minute and show you. Most of the guys in the trade room took the 1 minute. So that's where the entry is, one tick below the 6-star sell candle there for the xbratalgo. And then it's just a matter of then managing the trade with the EMA cloud. Okay, now the EMA cloud sort of goes sideways here in this support and resistance zone. So look at how these support and resistance zones I put on from earlier in the day were actually, you know, there's a lot of clustering around here. We came and tipped off this one, a lot of clustering for resistance. You know, guys, that's the time to get out, and that's a big trade. So, you know, the aggressive entry for the range breakout, let's go to the lows, there was $2,500. I know somebody made $3,500 on his because he was 2 contracts on in the trade room there. More conservative entry, waiting for that 6-star sell, we are talking 233 ticks, so you know, $2,330, so about $400 difference there. But just goes to show you, you've got to be in it to win it. You've got to get those signals. And yes, the range breakout for me worked purely because we'd already gone through the stock market open. We'd had that opening range for the oil pit. It tried to push up through the resistance, no good. Get in as it breaks that opening range and all the way down. Manage it with the EMA cloud. Really, really strong down to here, then goes sideways. You know, Europe closes down, trading becomes light. It's time to get out, really. You can see the EMA, the divergence cloud arrow here, the green arrow to get out as well. So if you're not out by then, when that occurs, there's a bullish divergence setting up here, so you need to be out anyway. So I've left those 2 lines on there. I want to go to the 1 minute because I know the guys on the trade room, and it's in the chat as well. One of them won $3,400, but he traded on the 1 minute 6-star buy on the xbratalgo. So I'm just going to go and look at that now, where that entry is. So that entry is pretty much similar to the 5 minute 6-star sell. Again, I was very aggressive into that out of that opening range. You see here 6-star sell. Just before it, you've got the red triangle for the divergence cloud. So you've already got confirmation. So your entry is in and around that 72.89, the same as the 5 minute, okay? And then just go, go, go. Now, one of the things you can do, even if you enter on the 5 minute, is go down to the 1 minute and put your EMA cloud on 21 or even 13 and be very aggressive managing this. You can see here, never really closes above until we get to this point here. That was that point on that lower support zone, and it just starts, it closes up above just here. So would have made you a slight bit more profit than going on the 5 minutes. So when you get a parabolic move like that on any instrument, whether it's oil, gold, index futures or anything, you know, you want to be more aggressive when you're, you know, when you're $1,000, you're $2,000. Even on the micro CL, somebody in the trade room made $750. You know, when you get to those sort of points, you need to be going down the time frame and using the EMA cloud on a lower time frame and be more aggressive, just to keep locking in more profits, and so you can react quicker, get out and take those profits. So again, it was a great trade. I'm going to put the link to the recording of the morning session, yesterday's trade room, in this description. Towards the end, you'll see some guys mentioning it, and in the comments on the YouTube as well, of what money they made. The trade room is free, guys. It's ran by our users. It's not ran by us. It's ran by our users. It's on our YouTube channel, and it's there to help prospective users and users of our software get the most out of that trading. It's a day trading trade room, and yesterday this was the trade. It was the big short on oil, and it was a great trade. Whether it was on the 5 minute or the 1 minute, we had a couple of strategies that we have for indicators for, whether it's the opening range or the xbratalgo, the day trading bundle. Both were great strategies, great entries, and both very profitable. The main thing is that we got a good trade management strategy with that EMA cloud, and that was it. So basically everything else was pretty much textbook. 6-star sell, either on the 1 minute, I think there was 3 minute as well, and the 5 minute. Simple entries, just one tick below, and away you go. And then just follow down every time the candle closes. Follow the EMA cloud down. We will be launching a very special indicator just for trade management. It's going to be called The Manager. That will be coming out over the coming months, and that will make managing a lot easier and more aggressive, and actually making more profit than just using the EMA cloud. So look out for that in the near future. Have a great trading day. Speak to you all really soon.